My dad was a big fan of model railway sets, and in our loft we had tables filled with them. I bet he wishes that he had one of these in his loft right now, and in particular this little controller display here. Of course, we're about far more than model railway sets here. This is some grown-up kit, and here to tell me all about it is Rob from IFM. Rob, thank you very much for humouring me and my railway nostalgia. Tell me what it is that IFM does and how you're demonstrating that here on your booth this year.
IFM is a control systems and sensor manufacturer, and what we're trying to demonstrate here is our smart sensors. In this move towards Industry 4, what we're trying to do is get as much data as possible to the customer so they can improve their processes and make their machines smarter. So on here we've got a number of what we call smart sensors.
Okay, so I mean, when I think of sensors in the olden days, they were pretty binary, weren't they? You know, something's there or something is not there, something stops or it's going. When we start talking about smart, that's when we start to get the degrees of grey, something between 0 and 1.
So I think a lot of people are familiar with a traditional proximity switch, on or off. But if you want to know that something's changed or moved, that's what we can do with what we call with IO-Link. We're able to give you the actual distance between the sensor and the target. So you can actually do preventative maintenance on that target and say, is it actually in the right position? Whereas before it was just there or not there. And that's what we're talking about, smart sensors, really.
Of course, and you know, proximity is one thing, but I notice on your stand here you've got a number of other stations. You know, you've got a water pump over there.
Process sensors here, we've got sensor for motion control here, we've got vision sensors in the corner which you can come around and have a look at as well. Yeah. And on here, this is all about condition monitoring. So it's a little bit busy on the stand, so maybe...
Which is good news for you.
Good for us. So a big thing about Industry 4 is understanding the health of a machine. So what we've got here is a fan, which is obviously not from us. We're trying to tell the customer about the health of this fan. So we've got various accelerometers and smart sensors looking at the vibration of this fan, so we can diagnose when it's going wrong, so they can prevent that and do the maintenance beforehand before we get catastrophic failure.
Fix it before it needs fixing, I guess, is the idea here. And you're right, you know, Industry 4.0, we are moving towards smarter, less binary, a little bit more intelligent ways of understanding what's happening in our machine rooms. Surely one of the challenges is, you know, not everyone's going to have the same hardware from the same manufacturer. That's impossible in this industry. So ensuring interplay between the systems, ensuring that they can all talk to one another. What's your take on that?
Definitely, it's really important, and that's not something we're scared of a manufacturer either. It's important for us to be able to know that we've got compatibility within industry, and even on our stand, and I won't actually show you, we have a competitor product here, so we're actually showing the connectivity between us and other manufacturers.
And is that based on open standards?
We're using IO-Link.
Oh, of course.
IO-Link's the open standard here. There's a number, I think there's over nearly 100 companies now with that standard, and we're one of the original founding companies within that. So I think it's important to show how that's growing and how important it is.
Brilliant. And just talk to me about IFM a little bit. Like you say, in Germany, how is business going at the moment?
Business is really good for us. So it's our 50th anniversary this year. So it's in a month's time. So we'll turn 50. The company will turn over €1 billion this year. So yeah, we're really growing strongly, and we're here hopefully for at least another 50 years. So.
Really good to hear it. Listen, Rob, thank you very much indeed for joining us on PPMA TV today. Have a great rest of show. Cheers.